Tim is a healthy adult who represents no danger to himself or anyone else, and I believe he should be discharged.
Hey, little brother.
Now, you play a very complex character, slightly crazy, but with the flair of intelligence. What was it like trying to portray that character?
It was really fun. I had a blast with this character, I really did, and I loved playing with the idea that the audience can't tell if she's really intelligent, really crazy, like, what is she?
When you first saw the mirror on the set, did that actually scare you or anything like that?
I think it's really creepy. I think they did a really good job with the design of that, and it's one of those that if you look closer and closer, details start to emerge, and then you realize that it's made out of like loads of tiny little bodies.
How did you come up with the concept for Oculus?
Well, I think mirrors have always freaked me out. You know, when I was a kid, I used to play the Bloody Mary games and kind of do all that stuff, and you imagine that what you're seeing on the other side is actually kind of like another world, you know, and what if it doesn't quite line up with what you're doing is always kind of the fear. But I thought mirrors were fascinating too because it's, you know, all of our mental image of ourselves and what we look like, because we interact with these mirrors every day, is actually wrong. It's backwards, but we assume it's objective reality. And mirrors are so flawed, you know, they distort the light that's coming off of them anyway. We just never take that into account. So they've always been interesting to me. But it wasn't until I kind of, I came across the tradition in the Jewish faith where they'll cover a mirror at a funeral to prevent, you know, the souls of the dead from coming back. That looking at them as, you know, something that distorts reality and that also could be a gateway, you know, between the living and the dead, I just thought was pretty terrifying.
I found it.
What do you mean?
We only have a few days.
A few days for what?
To keep our promise and kill it.
My name is Kaylee Ann Russell. The purpose of today's experiment is to prove that the object behind me is responsible for at least 45 deaths in the 4 centuries of its recorded existence.
We got a new home, so we get new furniture.
It's a bit ostentatious, though, don't you think?
Hey, Dad, who's that lady in your office today?
What lady?
We were just kids. We made up a scary story so we wouldn't have to accept the fact that our father was a sick man who killed our...
Mom?
Now, so what was the most difficult scenes? It was biting into the bulb, right?
I mean, that was really fun to eat a light bulb. Yeah, that was really fun. And also while we were doing that, we were like, oh, this is gonna be so cool. And there was like fake blood everywhere. I was like, yeah. That was really fun. Literally wandering around the corridors of the house was really fun for me because it felt quintessentially American horror film-ish.
Is the most difficult aspect is playing 2 different personalities, since you have the good personalities and the evil personalities, and also, did you guys even practice your evil stare, like in the mirror?
No.
I think for me, those 2 extremes are actually the easiest. It's everything in the middle that's difficult. So for myself to play Marie, it wasn't a slow, there were some moments, if you watch the movie again, there's some signs that it's happening, but she's polar opposites. So that was fun.
And for yourself?
I didn't practice this evil stare. I just kind of, you know, it's hard when you do, you know, for me it feels false to be like, oh, I'm a creepy guy now, you know, and I'm gonna stare at you like I'm evil. So I just kind of tried to feel the realism of the moment, and you know, if I was angry with the kids, figured out a reason why I'm angry with the kids.
Why don't we just end it right now and smash the damn thing?
First, I intend to prove that the people I've just described were victims of the supernatural force that resides in that mirror.
You want to redeem the family name?
You promised me you'd never forget what really happened.
I was 10 years old.
Daddy?
Tim.
Snap out of it!
It's not real. Oh my God. I've met my demons. And they are many. I've seen the devil. He is me.